Hi guys, let's do a quick reading. Keep in mind these readings are general, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I kind of feel like one more. I kind of feel like you're in this era of adding to like your family legacy, right? So for a lot of you guys, it's kind of like you've been, I didn't think we were going to go into all this, but it's kind of like you've been chosen by your ancestral line, right? And it's kind of like you're adding on to what your ancestors have already done. So it's kind of like making your mark on the ancestral line, right? So whatever you're doing right now in this moment, in this lifetime, it's kind of like making your mark in history, in a sense, like in your energetic makeup. I don't know how to put this. It's so weird. One more. Just give me one more. Because it's kind of like you was chosen for this position. And it's going to be people that's going to be chosen after you later on down the line that's in your family lineage. And it's like every time someone is chosen, it's like they do something great within their lifetime to leave their mark. And it's like that energy goes towards the next person, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like if your ancestors, like the ancestors before you, right, you would be working with them on an energetic level. So like if you have psychic sight, psychic hearing, and all that other good stuff, it's like you'll be communicating with them, right? So they'll be able to help you by the knowledge that they've learned while here on the earth, as well as, you know, what they know now that they're tapped in back into source and is connected in the spiritual world, so they can still help you. So right now it's kind of like you're paving the way for the next generations to come type energy. I kind of feel like one of the things that you are doing in this lifetime is kind of like you're making believers out of the non-believers, whether they are in your family or outside of your family. You're letting them see that, you know, the spiritual world is very much real and that they do have access to it as well. What's standing out to me is this egg with this crown on it, and then the crystals that's coming out that's underneath it here. It's kind of like you were born to do this. You were born. It's kind of like, I hate that I keep saying kind of like, but it's like you're a way maker. You're leading the way for other people, kind of like shoveling the snow off the sidewalk so it'd be easier for the person who come after you to maneuver. I feel like you are always divinely guided. You are always being watched over and being protected as well. I do feel like you are, because what's standing out to me, this is kind of sort of like a book of life for me, right? This is, it's coming up as something like the book of life and you making your mark in that book, right? You paving the way for other people. I don't know why it just keep coming up. And it's kind of like people may have, I don't know if like in your family line, I know in mine, a lot of people don't believe in spirituality. In my family, either they're very much Christian or they're non-religious at all. When I started reading tarot, everybody was like, oh, there she go playing with them cards, worshiping the devil. And I'm just like, y'all ignorant as fuck, right? So it's kind of like making believers out of the non-believers, walking into the fire to get other people out, right? That's what I'm seeing. Look at this. These are people who are trapped in whatever they're trapped in. And it's like they have the option to get out. You can just simply walk around. But for some reason, they're not. They're choosing to be blinded. And I feel like this is more so of a spiritual thing. Like people being trapped in their own ways of thinking, their own ways of doing things. And it's like you've been activated to pull them out of there. Now, it ain't your job to force nothing upon nobody, but it is your job to share the knowledge that you have, right? So you put the knowledge out there as, food for the people. And if they eat it, they eat it. If not, then shit, stay stuck. It's really just that simple. Look at this. Communication. So it's like you communicating with spirit. You putting out what you get. And I mean, like I said, if they eat it, they eat it. If not, shit, you did your part. If this generation don't take the bait, the next generation will. Yeah. It's kind of like, I don't want to say you're the sacrificial lamb, because I don't believe that you are. I do believe that you have been chosen to awaken like this group of people. And if they decide that they don't want to awaken, they want to stay asleep in a way, then I mean, that's what it is. But I do believe that you have a duty to at least make this information accessible to people. And when I say information, I'm not just talking about like spiritual stuff. I'm talking about anything that you know, that you believe can help other people, right? I feel like a lot of us are sitting on gifts and sitting on downloads, sitting on messages that spirit is trying to bring forth to this world. And a lot of us, out of fear, just don't do it, out of fear of what people going to say or how people going to look at us. It's like we just keep that information to ourselves. So we hoard the information. The spirit is like, nah, it's your duty to bring this forth. Like, what are you doing? You reneging on our contract or what? So, yeah. Look at this. Leading the way. You are the light in the darkness. Like, you are the light. You are the one that's going to bring them, help them navigate the darkness and find their way out, right? Help them to escape the matrix, right? And I feel like a lot of y'all just sitting on y'all ass and you watching tarot, and spirit is like, why you watching tarot? You the channel. Like, I'm talking directly to you. If you sit down and you get in peace, get in somewhere peaceful, you can hear me, right? I'm talking directly to you. You don't need a tarot reader to tell you what's going on. You don't need those books and blogs and all that other stuff to tell you what's going on. Like, you tapped into source. I'm talking directly to you. I mean, get it together. I feel like this is a call to action to the light workers, to the chosen, to whomever that feel like they tapped in, feel like they connected, feel like they got something to say. Just say it. That's literally what this message is. All right, y'all, I'm going to leave that here, and I'll see you guys later.